And welcome back to the Houston Texans franchise rebuild. Here today we have week 17 action versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. I hope you're all having a great day. Please leave a like, comment down below what you thought of today's action, and don't forget to subscribe. As the Houston Texans are coming off another impressive victory over the Chicago Bears, we now play a divisional rival here. We're 11-1, or 4-11, and who have not had the best season here in Jacksonville. But the developing storylines are two of them. One for Mason Pryor, how healthy will he be throughout this week? But the other one, after an injury-riddled practice, we have lost Deshaun Baxter, Nick Bosa, and Brock Morgan, two special teamers, as well as now we're entering into a week without our top two edge rushers. This is a tough week now, just because of the fact that we do not have Chase Winovich and Bosa. And this is going to be very difficult for our defensive line, and we're kind of changing everything up for our defense. I know our offensive line has struggled, but, you know, they're going to have to step up here. We're sticking with the same guys that we stuck last week. I'll make adjustments if necessary. But defensively right now, I mean, we're putting Lenzo Carter in the base defense. Same thing with Tim Settle, David Elliott. We're trying to get some run stoppers in here. Same with Bubby Johnson as a starter again. And the two young edge rushers are going to be expected here, both Carl Brooks and Stephen Dalton. Now, Dalton, I know, can go get the quarterback. It's now up to Carl Brooks now here to step up as a second-year young playmaker to do something with this opportunity here. He gets a week, and we need him to step up here. So we'll see how Carl Brooks plays. We'll see how Stephen Dalton plays. But we'll see how this edge rushing does in general here. For Jacksonville, let's go check out their roster. As we're taking a quick look at this Jacksonville team, a team we do know particularly well. They're led by Josh Allen, Brandon Sheriff here, Javion Clowney, who they brought in. Trevor Lawrence is their starting quarterback, who just signed a massive deal. They have Travis Etienne. They had Rashad Hicks, who they drafted early on in this past draft class. So, I mean, they've put in a lot of work for this team here in Jacksonville that, you know, they just need to continue to develop their roster around Trevor Lawrence right now, who is the most established quarterback in our division, but the team isn't really prepared to take the next necessary steps here, and this is kind of why they're lacking here. And, you know, I don't even, you know, it's a tough division here. This should be a fun matchup versus this Jacksonville team. I'm expecting a close ball game, but, you know, in recent memory, this is a game that typically we play very well against this team. So hopefully we can just go out there and just manage our business, get another victory here, and we can just move on to Cincinnati. And welcome to week 17 here in Jacksonville, Florida. It's an AFC South battle here in Jacksonville. Both teams right now have very different seasons. 11-4 here for Houston, and 4-11 here for Jacksonville. Both of these teams came into this campaign with high hopes, and Houston has taken that and ridden with it. For Jacksonville, they have struggled. They have mismanaged on certain positional groups that have really failed them over the last few seasons. How will Trevor Lawrence continue to play on a team that has struggled to put playmakers around him? For Houston right now, in current day, we don't have Chase Winovich. We don't have Nick Bosa. They're both out this week. How will our edge rushing continue to produce? For our quarterback, Mason Pryor, over the last 3 weeks, he's been dealing with some type of injury. Can he just stay healthy and upright? We have allowed a ton of sacks over these last few weeks, and hopefully we can stop doing that. The Tennessee Titans are a half game behind us and looking to close in on this divisional title over these next 2 weeks, as we're looking to solidify the divisional title. I believe if we get a victory here, we win the division. So let's get into today's action. And leading out his Houston offense, number 15, Mason Pryor, 40 touchdowns to 14 interceptions throughout this campaign. He's looked excellent so far. He's just dealt with some injuries over the last few weeks, and hopefully we can just keep him upright. I completely forgot to go through the scouting stuff. We'll go through that at the end of today's video. Here goes, we'll start with the carry here with Dameon Pierce. Pierce up the middle of this defense now. Gain of 14, good hard running, and hopefully we can get Pierce going here. I want to give him a lot of touches over these next few weeks. Fresh set of downs here for Houston off that 14-yard run here. Pierce again, back-to-back carries, and he's gonna rumble and tumble, gain of 9. Past midfield now after 2 straight carries have been really working out here for Houston. Pierce gets his 3rd, and he loses a yard. 3rd down and 1 now here for Houston, trying to avoid a 3 and out. Here goes Tony Pollard, as Houston has just been running the football today, and Pollard gets the 1st down. Houston might be trying to show that they can beat every team in various different ways. Here goes Pierce yet again, fights for another 13 yards. Fresh set of downs here for Houston, and now an empty look here for Pryor. He looks to throw for the first time in today's action, and this ball's off the mark. Pryor to the shotgun here, 2nd down and 10, looks to throw, steps up, trying to avoid the pressure here, gets this ball to Collins, who comes back for it. Gain of 6. 3rd down and 4 now here for Pryor and his team. Taking the snap, looks to throw now, looking, scrambling to his right, trying to get this ball to Collins yet again, and he reels it down, breaking a tackle here, and he's going to fight for his team, sending himself up inside the 13-yard line. 2nd down and 7 here for Pryor and his team. Looks to throw, looking, trying to get this ball to a wide open Brandon Cooks. They let him wide open. Brandon, the veteran receiver, touchdown Houston, striking first here in Jacksonville. And leading out his Jacksonville offense is number 16, Trevor Lawrence. 23 touchdowns to 11 interceptions. Okay season so far. You know, not the year that he's probably wanted, but probably not the team that he's wanted surrounding him. We'll see how it'll produce today. But it should be a bit of an easier matchup here without our top 2 edge rushers. And from what I remember in the first meeting, they ran a lot of read option here in Jacksonville. I definitely think they got to get away from that to really maximize Trevor Lawrence. They're just trying to run the football with him, and it did not really work out against our defense, as ETN back-to-back carries will only gain 3. Pistol formation now here for Lawrence and his team. We'll see the 2 young edge rushers out there. Looks to throw. Plenty of time. Down the field here. There's a catcher, and that's Parman, the young receiver who makes a big-time play. He's one of their promising playmakers, Jeff Parman, and he's exciting. We'll see what he can do today. Jacksonville sticking with this pistol formation here, entering into Houston territory. Handing this ball off to ETN, trying to break free. Our defense has to make tackles now. Gain of 5. 2nd down and 5 here. Fullbacks in now. Pistol formation. Handing this ball off right back to ETN. The veteran runner will get the 1st down. Inside the 30 now. I formation here. Here goes Nick Richards, or McBride, McBride, a veteran back, gain of 5. As it will be 3rd down and 5 here for Jacksonville, and Trevor Lawrence looks to throw. Plenty of time in the pocket. Settles underneath here to Evan Ingram, but it's 4th down. Jacksonville might go for it here, and they will. I do agree with this call here. You might as well go for it. It's a losing season. Here goes ETN, and our defense trying to stop him, and they do so. Turnover on downs. Houston football at their own 19-yard line. Houston has clinched their playoff appearance, but they have yet to clinch the division. Pryor looks to throw, looking, feeling the rush, trying to get this ball to Brandon Cooks. The ball's off the mark. 2nd down and 10 here. Bunch formation to the left. Pryor looks to throw, scrambling now, stepping up, gets this ball to Cooks. Cooks down the sideline now with his great speed, and he's breaking free. Oh my, 81-yarder, touchdown Houston. Brandon Cooks does it again for his offense. His 2nd touchdown of today's action, and Houston will have a 14-0 lead here. Well, if you're Jacksonville here, you got to be able to put up a good drive here. As Lawrence doing a little read option here. I just do not agree with these play calls, and I didn't agree with it the first meeting, and I assume that they've been doing it all season long here with Trevor Lawrence. Gotta assume they gotta fire their offensive coordinator. If they don't, I'll do it myself. But here goes ETN up the middle of this defense. ETN will gain a few. 3rd down and 12 here for Lawrence and his team, trying to avoid a 3 and out. Trevor looks to throw. Plenty of time in the pocket. Settles underneath here to Jeff Parman, and Parman gets close to the marker. He gets the 1st down. We are putting more run stoppers in during our base defense and more pass rushers in when we go nickel. Quickly throws it underneath here, and this is Evan Ingram for a few more. Here's 3rd down and 8 now. Last play here, most likely the first quarter here for Lawrence. Looks to throw. Plenty of time in the pocket. Slings it underneath here, and this is going to be a good catch and run here for Jacksonville. A lot of running the football here for this Jacksonville team. ETN is the back, and here's another carry here, and he's going to get the first down, trying to wear out this defense a little bit. This defense needs to make some plays here. Lawrence keeps it himself now, trying to bounce it outside. Jalen Peachy can't bring him down, but that's Peppers laying down a big hit. 3rd down and 2 here. What do the Jacksonville Jaguars do? Lawrence takes the snap, keeping himself now. More read option. Penalty flag is thrown. What's going to be the call here? And it's going to be a holding here on Jacksonville. And this forces Jacksonville to have to pass now after the holding call. It's 3rd down and 11. Lawrence in the shotgun, looks to throw. Plenty of time. Carl Brooks providing some rush. Akeem Hicks, though, is going to finish it off. Sacked back to the 45-yard line here of Houston. What a job here by the veteran defensive end. I formation here for Houston, starting at their own 20-yard line. Play action fake here for Pryor, feeling the rush, steps into it. He finds Nico Collins wide open here, and Collins is inside the 50-yard line. What a job there by the young, talented receiver. Pryor sticking in this empty look now, looks to throw, slinging it deep down the field here for Collins, wide open, and it's off the mark. I formation here for Houston, right around midfield. Pryor handing this ball off to Pierce. Pierce is going to fight for a couple. And so it will be 3rd down and 8 here for Houston. Pryor takes it, looks to throw, looking, feeling the rush, trying to get this ball to Wilkerson, coming back for the ball. It's off the mark in the double coverage. A little bit of a punt fest here in week 17 right now, and during the second quarter, Lawrence will start at his own 14 in the pistol formation, looks to throw, looking, feeling some rush, throws it away. Jacksonville trying to avoid themselves a 3 and out now. Lawrence in the shotgun, little delay give here, and he's gonna get the first down and more. Wow, what good hard running right there by the rookie. 2 backs in the backfield here as Lawrence is the quarterback. 2 receivers set. Gonna keep it to ETN, but this is Roman Nova who lives in the backfield. Lawrence sticking to this pistol formation now, takes the snap, and he's gonna try to keep it himself here, but Harris trying to bring him down, but thankfully Marcus Cook can finish him off. 3rd down and 13 here for Lawrence and his team. 3 receivers out there. Ingram's the tight end. Lawrence looks to throw, settles underneath here to Rashad Hicks, the rookie, and he's going to be shoved out of bounds here at the 36. Houston starting at their own 10-yard line here in an empty look. Pryor takes the snap, looks to throw here, settles underneath here to Tony Pollard, the veteran back, who's going to give them some breathing room after a gain of 12. Pryor sticking with this 2 tight end formation here. Back to his aerial attack, looking to throw. Slings it here for Collins, who reels it down here. 2nd down and 7 here for Pryor and his team. Pryor takes the snap, back to this aerial attack. This Houston team has been passing the ball a lot here. Here's Nico Collins, catch and run here, breaking multiple tackles, and inside the 40 now. Here at the 36-yard line here of Jacksonville. Pryor in the pistol formation, looks to throw here, and he's looking to take a deep shot here. Collins, hey, can he reel it in? And he can, it's incomplete. It's 3rd down and 9 here, bunch formation. Pryor looks to throw now, looking, feeling the rush, scrambles, gets this ball here to no one, it's off the mark. Houston is sending out Matt Gay here for a 52-yard field goal attempt, trying to make this game 17-0. Gay's field goal will be up and right down the middle. There you go. Good job by Matt Gay. And here at the beginning of the 2-minute warning, Jacksonville will start with the football down by 3 scores. What can Lawrence do? He looks to throw, slings it over the middle here. Here is Christian Kirks with the catch and the first down. Hurry up offense here for Jacksonville. They gotta get some points on this drive. Looks to throw as Lawrence settles underneath here to Hicks, and Hicks will gain a few. Pass rush has not been here. First time out called by Jacksonville. Lawrence in the shotgun here. ETN's the back. Looks to throw, slings it quickly, and it's off the mark. 3rd down and 5 now. 1:32 left to go here in the first half. Lawrence settles underneath here, and our defense surrounds the fullback. It's a first down though. Fresh set of downs here for this Jacksonville team here. Lawrence looks to throw, plenty of time, settles here to Evan Ingram, and Ingram, who can be a problem for us, gets the first down. 2nd down and inches here for Lawrence. Takes it, looks to throw, plenty of time, gets on the outside here, and this is Hamler, KJ Hamler, first down. Spreading out this defense inside the 40 now. Looks to throw, settles underneath here to McKenzie, and McKenzie gets the first down. These quick passes have really worked here for Jacksonville, as they're going to continue probably to do so until we can stop it. Here's Lawrence, back to this aerial attack, slings it underneath now, Etienne reels it in. Back to this 4 receiver set here for Lawrence. They really like these plays here. McKenzie yet again now, almost gets the first down. Now here's 3rd down and inches here. Here is Lawrence, who settles underneath here to Ingram, but I don't think they're going to be able to run one more play. They got 2 seconds. Here's the last play here of the first half. Lawrence has to get this ball end zone. He won't. It's incomplete. It's caught. But we're going to head into halftime now, as Houston has a 17-0 lead there, and I think Jacksonville just kind of mismanaged the play clock right there. But we're up by a couple scores here. Jacksonville will start with the football. You know, we've been able to run the football. We kind of went away from it a little bit. We'll probably go back to it a little bit more. David Elliott is going to be out for the rest of today's action, so we're going to have to see how we're going to handle that. I did see that Tennessee did win, so this has become more and more of a pressing need for us to get this victory now. But overall, I think we got to continue just doing what we're doing right now. Jacksonville isn't doing much on offense, and if that keeps up, this should be wrapped up pretty easily. Well, Trevor Lawrence and his offense has some work to do here at the beginning of the second half, down 17-0, starting with the football at their own 25-yard line here in the I formation. McBride's the back. He gets the call here, goes up the middle, gain of 3. Lawrence in the pistol formation here. Etienne checks back in. Lawrence, he needs to get something going here, and he looks to throw as Houston sends a blitz here. Nova, he is so fast, and he gets back there for an easy sack. Roman Nova, the second-year off-ball linebacker, he just shot up there like a cannon. As it will be 3rd down and 14 now. Lawrence trying to avoid a 3-and-out. He looks to throw, plenty of time, settles underneath here, and our defense will force a 3-and-out. Good job. Here comes Mason Pryor and his team. He's going to try to continue to extend their lead. They'll start with the run here with Damian Pierce, and Pierce couldn't break initial contact, but a gain of 3. 2nd down and 7 here. Pryor takes the snap, setting up a little screen here for Tony Pollard. Pollard breaking free, and he's going to get a good chunk yardage here. Inside now the 35 here of Jacksonville. 2nd down and 10 here. Pryor back to this aerial attack, looking end zone here, and this is Wilkerson. Wilkerson tiptoes, caught, touchdown Houston. Number 21 of the regular season here for Paul Wilkerson. What a job there for number 4, the 2nd-year wide receiver. Mason Pryor just saw him a little late, and he got that ball in the front corner of the end zone, and Wilkerson does it again. But the play is under booth review. Did he have complete control of the football? And more importantly, did he get 2 feet down? That's one, and I don't think he did. I think one of his foot is out of bounds. I think that picture kind of shows it. And it's overturned there. No touchdown, no 21 or 20 for Wilkerson. And now it's a 3rd down and 10. Pryor takes the snap, trying to get this ball to Higbee, who was left open, extends this drive. Gain of 20. I formation here for Pryor, handing this ball off to Pierce. Pierce trying to break it outside here. One man to beat here, and he will find the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. And Houston will go up 24-0 off that run. Well, even more work to do for Trevor Lawrence and team. Sanding this ball off here to Etienne, and Etienne with a gaping hole. He gets the 1st down and more. Fresh set of downs here for Jacksonville and team. And here goes Etienne yet again. Breaks off initial contact, but Jalen is right there. Here's 2nd down and 7 here for Lawrence and team. 2 tight ends and a fullback's in. Lawrence continuously runs the football, and Etienne breaking free, and he's down the field here. Marcus Cook trying to save a touchdown, shoves him out of bounds here at the 10. Good hard running right there. Jacksonville is committed to run the football, and they're going to continue to do so. Lawrence in the shotgun here, takes the snap, looks to throw, looking end zone, looking, feeling some rush, settles for his fullback, gain of 6. 3rd down and 4 here. Pistol formation, trying to avoid a touchdown. Houston sends a blitz here, can't get home, looking, Lawrence backpedaling, and he's gonna be sacked. Christian Harris back there for the big time sack, and this defense does it again. Houston will start with the football here at their own 25-yard line, as Jacksonville is able to get 3. They're still down, though, by 21. Starting with a carry here for Tony Pollard. Gain of 6. Second down and 4 here for Houston. Pierce the back, gets the call, up the middle, breaking free, trying to cut it outside, and he's gonna get the first down and more. Now it's third down and 10 here for Mason Pryor. What can he do? He takes it, looks to throw here, and he feels the rush, and he just got that ball out. It's incomplete. Fourth down, we have to punt. Well, you're down 21-0. You were just able to get 3 points. Now you got to be able to do something more. And they're going to stick with this running game here. Here's Hicks starting with a carry, and he gets blasted, but still gain a 7. Here's third down and 3 now. Lawrence takes the snap. Here's ETN, tries to cut it outside. Jalen, though, right there for an excellent tackle. He's been all over the field. He's been having an excellent season. Love having Jalen Peachy out there. It's Mason Pryor starting at his own 31-yard line here, trying to put the dagger in Jacksonville. Pryor takes the snap, looks to throw, slings it. No, he's going to be sacked. This is Josh Allen with a big-time sack. Jacksonville defense can force some type of turnover. That keeps him in this ball game. But here's Tony Pollard, and Pollard breaking free, and he gets the first down and a lot more. Pryor sticking to the shotgun here. 2 tight ends out there. Looks to throw here. Slings it over the middle. Nico Collins reels it down. Penalty flag is thrown. I think this is a personal foul, and it is. Add an extra 15 yards and an automatic first down. Third down and 6 here for Pryor. Needs this conversion. Looks to throw. Quickly settles here for Tyler Higbee, and Higbee gets the first down. Fresh set of downs here for Pryor and team. Takes the snap. Here's a little delay give here. Tony Pollard. Pollard will be able to get about 7. Second down and 3 here. Pryor takes the snap. Play action fake. Looks to throw. He wants end zone here. He wants someone. He gets that ball to no one. It's off the mark. It's incomplete. Here's third down and 3 here. Pryor, last play of the third quarter. Takes the snap, looks to throw. Looks end zone here. Can't get that ball to Collins. Off the hands of Pollard. It's incomplete. We have to settle for 3. Well, here at the beginning of the fourth quarter here, Jacksonville needs to put together a drive to keep this game kind of interesting. Here's Lawrence. He looks to throw to start off. Looking, settles to throw it away. Third down and 4 now. Lawrence needs this conversion. Little delay give here, but that's Akeem Hicks there with an excellent tackle. It's fourth down. They got to go for it. Jacksonville going to go for it here on fourth down and 3 here. Lawrence handing this ball off to ETN. ETN breaks a tackle here. Christian Harris tackles him, but gets the first down. Got to do something that you normally don't do here in Jacksonville, and that's pass the football to win this ball game because you're down so much. Here's Lawrence looking, feeling the rush. Carl Brooks, second-year edge rusher, brings him down. Tim Settle picks it up. Sack, fumble. Houston has the football now. What can you do? Pryor in the shotgun here, starting at his own Jacksonville's 22-yard line. Handed this ball up to Pollard, gain of a couple. Pryor trying to put together a good dagger here. Takes it, looks to throw, slings it over the middle. Nico Collins, he does it. Dagger time, touchdown Houston. What a job here. And Houston has just done it again. And Jacksonville, they gotta just be thinking, what the hell can we do? And here in week 17, the Houston Texans will be beating the Jacksonville Jaguars 34-16, as Jacksonville was able to get a couple touchdowns during versus our backups here. But hey, we escaped with an excellent victory, even without missing our top 2 edge rushers. And, you know, Mason Pryor had a healthy day. He did not get injured. He should be fully 100% healthy. Excited, happy about that. We were able to run the football effectively, pass the football effectively, got a turnover. We looked good out there, you know. Versus a bad Jacksonville team. Again, I think a team that needs to really fire their offensive coordinator, because I don't think they're running the offense that Trevor Lawrence needs. But Pryor adds an extra 3 touchdowns. He looked good. He looked good out there. Sorry, I just had some soda. Tony Pollard led us with 11 carries, 76 yards, and Dameon Pierce also added 68 of his own. Happy about this 1-2 punch here. Nico Collins adds 126 yards and a touchdown. Cooks caught 2 touchdowns off of 2 receptions. 1 sack allowed. We look good out there. Nova got 2 more, as our defense was still able to provide a bit of a pass rush. I think we forced a fumble at some point. Let's see. And yes, Carl Brooks forced the fumble. Tim Settle picked it up. So happy about that. Got another good victory here versus a poor Jacksonville team. As we do have another injury as we now advance to 12-4. Let's check this injury report here, and it is on David Elliott, who's going to miss the well, obviously the rest of this regular season, but he's going to miss a time in the postseason as well. We are going to be getting some of these players back, but some of them, I mean, I don't expect myself to start Nick Bosa next week. But Elliott's injury, these injuries have started to pile up in the last 2 weeks, as we're going to sim now to week 18. But my goodness, these injuries have piled up, and they piled up very quickly. And now we play against the 11-5 Cincinnati team. That this is all for playoff appearances here, as we're right now the number 2 seed. Tennessee's still the 5 seed, and the Cincinnati is the number 4 seed. So this is going to be, I mean, we all knew Cincinnati was going to be a tough opponent here, and I gotta assume we're going to start the starters at least in the first half here. You know, right now, even if I think if we lose this game here, I think we still win the division. It's just seeding at this moment in time, because Tennessee has clinched this is for the division battle. If we win, I think we win the division. If Tennessee wins and we lose, then we probably lose the division or something. I don't know. But right now we're battling for the number 2 seed here, and this would be great for us. But my goodness, we got a lot of injuries to manage, and you know, we have a whole practice to go through as well. If we wanted to quickly look at the injury report, if EA would load. So Andre Diller will miss this week, Chase Lunovich, as well as Elliott, which Elliott would miss only 2 games of the postseason if we play in the wild card round. So well, we are, so he would miss the first 2 postseason games. So that's pretty big here. But before we end today's episode, I forgot I wanted to go through the back half of the scouting report, which I just don't remember if I did, and if I did, then you guys get it twice. So let me just go open my notes here, and I think we stopped at defensive ends, and so we're gonna just kind of finish this off here. We'll start with the linebacking group here. I know this is a little bit, what's it called, early, or not early, I want to say more like, what's the word I want to use here? Yeah, it's a bit, I guess it's early. My favorite outside linebacker here is Alan Winters here. He's a top 5 talent, obviously. He's an excellent playmaker. He's a speed rusher, but I think he could play a little bit of everything. I think he's kind of like that Nate Waters who we drafted in the Falcons franchise. But Allen looks like an excellent prospect here. But Demario Davis here, not the Demario Davis that's in real life, but I really like him. He's an excellent run stopper, and I think drafting a run stopper with good speed and acceleration would be very important for us. So he is my favorite player. Also, Gavin Wolf here, who's also an edge rusher. He's a guy I'm interested in as well. For inside linebacker, there's only one, and that's Rashawn Gold here. He's more a patch cover guy that I would target. He's 21 years old, 6'2", 21, good to great speed, or great to elite speed. You know, he's looked like a very good prospect. And then finally, the finish it out is Gabe. Gabe here. Gabe is also a run stopper. Again, I'm kind of looking for a run stopper, pass cover linebacker, but still, Gabe here is very impressive to me. He's also a very good athlete as well. But overall, not too many linebackers that we're going to be targeting. Corner. There's really one corner that I'm going to talk about, and that's Greg Chapman here, who's 6'3", man-to-man cover corner. Obviously, you know, we like these type of big corners here, and I think Greg would truly solidify our secondary with a bunch of young prospects. But he's just not a guy that we're going to really target, most likely, just because we have drafted corners over, you know, we have Derek Stingley and Marcus Cook. We have our 2 young guys. We just got to bring in a veteran, but Greg is probably the most intriguing option here. For free safety, my favorite player is Kevin Baker here. Baker is that kind of like hybrid type of safety. He's 23 years old. I'm assuming he has a little bit of better man coverage than zone, so you know, he could probably play in the slot a little bit. I think he could play strong safety or free. And then finally, it's Greg Flowers here for strong safety, a player that I actually would really like to draft. I don't know if we'll be able to get him. 6'2", 225 pounds, 22 years old, and he's more of a run stopper. I'm hoping that he would have very good hit power. That's kind of what I'm looking for from him. He has a hit power, so I kind of like that. But F injury, you know, probably not the best player in terms of coverage ability, but maybe he could be that like linebacker safety. But overall in this draft class, I would sit here and say, you know, we're going to be trying to target in the first couple rounds a lineman, maybe another defensive lineman, and then we're going to basically go BPA here. I think in terms of pressing need, it is an offensive lineman that I would target, and I believe that would be to, I'm just looking at my thing here. I wrote players' names down. That's Cliff Walker here. Cliff is probably my favorite player. We'll kick him into guard or center, excuse me. Cliff is probably my favorite prospect that we would be targeting, but other than him, it would be Alan Weathers here. If we could draft Allen here, to be honest with you guys, I would be stoked, but I don't think we will be able to do so, and I'm not gonna probably force an issue here. So right now, yeah, that's the draft class. I'm not really expecting us to talk about too much more of this, you know, for the rest of the way here, until we get into the off season. But right now we got one more week to go here in the regular season versus the Cincinnati team that we played a year ago in year 2 and the first week, and we lost badly to them. And you know, we kind of want a little revenge. Cincinnati is a very good team here. But let's quickly just kind of, you know, as I'm gonna ramble on a little bit, you know, I'm assuming right now that I'm gonna continue to start all the starters, at least for the first half here, you know, get Mason Pryor, maybe a couple more touchdowns, a few more passing yards. I would like to see that. Same with Damian Pierce, but I'm assuming that we're gonna put some backups in, and you know, I'm gonna kind of give probably more leaning towards Josh Cole here to get some more touches. I like Cole. He's an excellent back. He's looked good. But in terms of receiving, you guys can see Nico Collins and Paul Wilkerson, each over 1,200 yards. Each has over 14 touchdowns. They have scored a lot, and they've done a lot of production, and they're going to continue to do so. You know, and our back half, our top 3 veterans have been helping out, and then we just got to find that other guy that can really help out. I'm very happy with the production here. The offensive line, we know they've struggled, and they're going to continue to struggle. There's nothing I can really do about it besides get the ball out quicker. And then defensively, hey, you know what? You know, Nick Bosa is back, thankfully. And Chase Linovich, he's going to be out for another couple weeks. But once he's healthy, our defense is solidified. Roman Nova has played excellently. And, you know, we're going to continue to see what they can do here. Greedy Williams also leads us with 7 interceptions. But we'll go through all of that next time. Well, not next time. We'll go through that in a later video, the complete stats in depth, talking about the team. But overall, you know, excellent victory. Now we got Cincinnati. Now we got to solidify this. In the next episode, we'll go through any sort of contracts that I want to work on before the off season. And you know, my game plan for this is very simple. We're gonna start the starters. If we're losing big or if it's a close matchup, then either I will pull some. Either way, I'm gonna be pulling some throughout probably the ball game. I'm not expecting our big time starters to play throughout all of the snaps, but I would like to get some young players in. But if it's a blowout on their end, then we'll just immediately, if it's a blowout, nevertheless, we'll put in the backups. But guys, that's the game plan. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Please leave a like, comment down below what you thought, and don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in Cincinnati in the next one.